Brodie Brazil here to recap what turned out to be the final contest of this season for the Barracuda. They lose the hockey game last night 3-1 in Colorado. They also dropped this Calder Cup Round 2 series to the top-seeded Eagles, 3-1 in the process. Now, before the breakdown of exactly how this happened, it should also be noted just how close all the games were played in this series. 2 of them were decided in overtime, and then the first and final games of this series were essentially both one-goal decisions for Colorado with some empty netters tacked on to make the final scores feel just a bit different. We're going back-to-back nights for Game 4 here on a Wednesday, and the Cuda would have needed to force a Game 5 to take this series, but that would have not even been played until Sunday night up in Colorado. First period, less than 5 minutes left on the game clock. It's the Cuda here on the power play when Ty Felleber gets that glorious shorthanded chance on Yaroslav Askarov, but Askey shuts the door. That is absolutely impressive work right there, basically facing a 2-on-none shorthanded. It was Askey who didn't even get to finish Game 3 of this series, starting in Game 4, pitching a perfect first period, and just like that, we're scoreless after 20. On now to the second period, Sharks outshooting the Eagles by a few, and it looked like they'd also take the first lead in this game. Jack Thompson from the right point, wristing it through traffic. It does beat Trent Miner and find the back of the net, but as you could see there, it was instantly waved off. Daniil Gushchin was in the crease, and that is goalie interference, so it doesn't count. And that's how this elimination game for the Cuda went. We are scoreless through 40 as well. Third period now, Trent Miner, the Eagles goalie, kicking out that long rebound after the Cuda were pressuring. It goes right back to Lucas Carlson. He throws it right back in, and a great backdoor tip play for Igor Chernyshov, his very first AHL playoff game, and the 19-year-old getting his very first goal. And at this point, it kind of felt like this one and only goal might have just decided the hockey game. The problem is way too much time left on the clock. And check out how the Eagles actually equalize here. Chase Bradley gets his first goal of the series off the backhand from below the goal line. We think he shot it off the back of Askarov. It's not a goal scorer's goal by any means, but it counts all the same. Just an unfortunate situation and an unlucky bounce going against the Cuda. Eagles fans got to be feeling pretty relieved after that one. The Cuda lead is gone with only 14:34 left in regulation. And the next thing you know, San Jose finds themselves trailing in this game. We're now inside the final 6.5 minutes. Eagles on their very first shift of this power play. And some nice interior passing here. Matthew Phillips setting up Ty Felleber for the one-timer. Felleber buries it. You can also see there was some traffic in front, which made this one difficult for Askarov to even pick up. And so the Eagles take their ultimate first and only lead of this game very late. Then inside the final minute, of course, the Cuda have Askey pulled with the extra attacker. They're trying to score and tie it up. But here's Jason Poland skating his way to an empty net goal. This one makes it 3-1. It clinches the 3-1 series lead and effectively ends the Barracuda's playoff season. Forward Patrick Giles led the Cuda with 5 shots on goal in this Game 4. He was able to sum up his thoughts afterwards on how the series went.
Yeah, great series. We got a tough group in here. I mean, all those games from LA to here, we battled. We competed the whole way and didn't go our way this series tonight, but we got a hardworking group in here, and we'll remember this feeling for next year.
Barracuda captain Jimmy Schultz was also able to see the bigger picture, what it meant to get this playoff experience, not just for the Barracuda, but also for the entire Sharks organization.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction, for these young guys. Some of them have been here for a couple years and haven't made playoffs, so I think any experience is good, but you can't take it for granted. I don't think anyone's at all satisfied with where we ended up. I think we can step back and take some positives from it. We battled in every game we played. We never give up, and we are definitely building something in this. Not only this team, but this organization.
Head coach John McCarthy understandably upset about the loss and the conclusion of the season, but also realizing the compliment of how close this series really was.
Well, I'm proud of the group. Thought we gave ourselves a chance. We were in the game. Unfortunately, the difference was a penalty late and a PK goal against. But overall, I liked the way we played. I actually thought this game might have been our best of the series.
So with the CUDA and Sharks now both wrapped up, that truly is the end of hockey season here in San Jose. But so many more exciting things to come for both the National and American League teams who wear teal in the coming months. Of course, the NHL draft is in late June, followed by development camp for some of the most talented players in this franchise pipeline, and then free agency opening up as usual on July 1st. All of these things will have tremendous impacts on the CUDA and Sharks of next season.